Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brainy Barbie. My name is Allison, and on here we talk about all things self-education, skill stacking, and succeeding in the future of work because we're trying to get our money up and pretty girls learn skills. And today I want to talk to you about something, and that is if AI has hindered your creativity, that is a skill issue. Now, hear me. If AI discourse online has shown me anything, it's that people are extreme and obtuse. You can't show any support for AI even if it's based in critical thinking, the same critical thinking that the naysayers say that AI users lack. You can't show any type of support for AI without people thinking that all you post is AI slop and are completely dependent on the tool. And before I go further, let me clear the air now. Do I believe that all of your thinking and creative abilities should be outsourced to AI? No. And believe it or not, I don't use AI in any of my videos or articles. Am I a fan of some of the consequences that have occurred as a result of AI's growth and development? No. I can understand that AI is a useful tool and also understand the cons and the repercussions as a result of AI. Two things can be true at the same time. Now that we've gotten that out the way, a major criticism of AI is people's belief that it is stripping away creativity, and people who consider themselves creatives feel particularly threatened by the tool. And here's the thing, I do believe that creativity and creative thinking should not be completely outsourced to AI. AI slop is a real thing, and it's lazy in my opinion. Creative output should still primarily be human-led. However, AI should not be a threat or a constraint to your creativity, nor should it cause you to live in fear. Everything in life is a skill, and creative thinking is no different. Creative thinking is also one of the in-demand skills for the future of work, according to the World Economic Forum. The definition of creative thinking is possessing open-mindedness and the ability to look at situations, challenges, and ideas in new ways and generate solutions. Possessing the skill of creative thinking means that you know how to create solutions in various scenarios and circumstances, and this includes AI. If AI has hindered your creativity, that is a skill issue. When your creativity knows no bounds, there's no technology, trend, or resource that can hinder it. How creative are you if there are caveats to your creativity? If you had the skill of creativity before AI, there's no reason for you not to have it post AI because it was already there. AI isn't doing shit to your creativity, respectfully, unless you allow it. Does AI ruin the creativity for some people? Sure, but that is a human error. AI is a tool, and tools are neutral until you as the human decides to assign meaning to it. And the same thing applies to the skill of creative thinking because that is another disagreement that I hear often. AI doesn't ruin critical thinking. It exposes those who never had it. I mean, think about it. Someone who possesses the skill of critical thinking isn't suddenly going to lose it just because AI is in the picture. Either the person never had the skill, it wasn't their strong suit to begin with, or the person allowed their critical thinking skills to deteriorate, and how they use AI is a reflection of that. But that is not the fault of AI. That is the fault of the human. Critical thinking can be defined as the act or practice of thinking critically, as by applying reason and questioning assumptions in order to solve problems, evaluate information, discern biases, etc. The discourse around AI and how it impacts critical thinking is ironic to me because there is a lot of black and white thinking surrounding the topic. People will say things like, AI is completely bad. If you use it, you're an immoral person and there are no benefits or redeeming factors. Or people will say it completely ruins creativity and deteriorates critical thinking skills and how it is contributing to the rise of anti-intellectualism. No nuance whatsoever. And here's the kicker. The inability to have nuance around issues is a reflection of poor critical thinking skills. So those who think that AI users lack critical thinking skills may need to take a look in the mirror. People are living in fear and intimidation, and it is affecting people's ability to see how AI can be a useful tool. At the end of the day, emotional reactivity weakens critical thinking skills. People are overly focused on what AI is taking away. Let's begin to focus on what AI is indeed bringing. That's the smart thing to do, considering it's here to stay anyway. The obvious and the main source of fear around AI is regarding the job market. And yes, indeed, AI is replacing many jobs, and people have every right to be concerned about that. That is completely valid. But AI is also introducing many new jobs, some jobs that have yet to exist. I won't go too much in depth about that because focusing on the job market in depth is not my scope of expertise, but I can say that much. Now, if you are an entrepreneur or a solopreneur in particular, you have no reason to fear AI because AI is basically a free or underpriced employee without the exploitation. AI can automate your busy work so that way you have the time and energy to actually focus on the tasks that you enjoy. And one factor that can't be ignored regarding AI is speed. Speed conserves time and energy. Speed provides convenience. That is honestly the primary reason why AI is here to stay. If something that normally takes 10 minutes can be done in under a minute, people aren't going to give that up. While humans can never be fully replicated or replaced, the truth of the matter is depending on humans for everything is a much slower process. Manual labor is out. Automation is in. You as the human still have a role to play. AI is simply redefining what that role is. And you fill in those gaps by learning the skills to match. At the end of the day, you need to stop falling for the echo chambers. Anti-AI conversations are chronically online. You need to touch grass because guess what? In the real world, people are implementing AI in their businesses and in the workplace. This is happening. And I have a personal example for you. Once upon a time, I used to teach public speaking on my social media. And back in about April, I went to a National Speakers Association meeting, and everybody in the room was either a keynote speaker, taught public speaking, or monetized their public speaking skills in some way. And I only went to one meeting. However, in the one meeting that I attended, AI did indeed come up in the conversation. Here's the thing. The only people who will be left behind during this shift are the people who refuse to pivot. And you pivot by upskilling yourself and moving accordingly. Skill acquisition is what gets you from point A to point B. And as always, pretty girls learn skills. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for watching and thank you for staying with me. Make sure you click the link in my description and download my free guide, The Business Alchemy Blueprint, where I talk about all of the skills that you need to succeed in the future of work, specifically through the creator economy and content creation. I also released my playbook, the Brainy AI Prompt Playbook, where I go in depth about how to use AI in a more meaningful way and learn the skill of prompt engineering. This is more than just typing in whatever into the ChatGPT box. This is about actually being intentional with your prompts in order for you to automate tasks and have AI do busy work for you. And finally, make sure you subscribe to my Substack, the Brainy Barbie Blueprint, and I forgot one more thing. I also offer one-on-one sessions, the Skill Stacker session. The links to all of those will be in the description. It's all under the same link. And with that being said, once again, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.